Welcome everyone, this is your own channel learner Saga. In this video we will discuss the part 2 of chapter number 8, Reach for the Top. Part 2 is of Maria Sharapova. It is taken from a newspaper, the biography of Maria Sharapova. Before we read, I like to request you to press the like button, subscribe the channel if you are new, and also to comment and share the video. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Maria Sharapova. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis when she was barely 18. So as we all know that Maria Sharapova, she is famous tennis player, and she reached the summit. Summit means the topmost point of her career, as achieving the world number 1 tennis player in the singles when she was only 18 years old. As you read about her, see if you can draw a comparison between her and Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav we have earlier discussed in our previous videos. So both of these, that means our Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova, both of these girls, they have achieved their summit in their respective fields. Here are some of the matchings you can see here. Match the following, such as something deserving, as I have done here. That means something that makes you feel friendly, taking away your suspiciousness. So you can pause the video and take a screenshot if you wish. Otherwise we will discuss all these things throughout our video. Okay, so let's start. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. There is something disarming. As I have already told you, that disarming means charming. Here I have written also, you can see disarming means charming. So there is something charming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with. At odds with means in contradiction, or you may say in conflict with, that is against her ready smile. She is always smiling face she has. So, and glamorous attire. Attire means her dress, her appearance, which is very glamorous. So the line says, there is something charming about Maria Sharapova which goes against her ready smile and her glamorous attire, her glamorous beautiful dress. And that something in her lifted her on Monday 22nd August 2005 to the world number 1 position in women's tennis. So what happened on 22nd August, which was Monday in 2005, she became world number 1 women's tennis player. All this happened in almost no time. No time means very quickly. All this happened very quickly. That means she achieved this success very quickly. Poised beyond her years. So you can see here this phrase, poised beyond her years. This was here, poised beyond her years. It means more calm, confident, and in control than people of her age usually are. That means she is more matured, while the people of our age are not so. But Maria Sharapova, at that age also, she was very much matured intellectually, and definitely her physical talent was there. Okay, so poised beyond her years, the Siberian-born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. As we all know that she belongs to Russia. She is a Russian girl. We have already read here, a Russian girl, Maria Sharapova. So Siberia is a city of Russia. The Siberian-born teenager, she was still teenager then. Teenager we know from 13 to 19. All the teens such as 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. These ages are called teenager. So she was still teenager and she took just 4 years as a professional. Professional means by occupation she took tennis to reach the pinnacle. Pinnacle means summit, as we have already read here, summit, okay, or pinnacle, or the topmost part of her life. She achieved her success. However, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. You can see here, students, at first that she is holding the women's single at Wimbledon in 2004. Okay. The rapid ascent. Ascent, you all know, ascent means the rise. Rapid, very quick rise in a fiercely competitive world. The world is competitive in every era, in every sector there is competition, and her competition began 9 years before with a level of sacrifice. Okay, so she had to sacrifice a lot. Few children would be prepared to endure. Few children. Few is a negative word, students. You can see here that before few there is no article, a or the. Okay, so if the word few is used in such a way that without any article, it is taken as negative. So here the meaning is few children would be prepared to endure means no children would be prepared to endure. Endure means to bear with, to tolerate. That means, however, she has achieved the success, but before achieving success, for 9 years she had to struggle, and her struggle was a very tough one because she had to sacrifice a lot, and most of the children probably would not be able to endure that sacrifice, to bear with the sacrifice. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed up to train in the United States. So here is a story about her past, how she achieved that success. What was her struggle? When she was only 10 years old, not even 10, as it is said, not yet celebrated. That means she was not even 10 then, when she was packed off. Here we have already, yes, it is packed off, means she was sent off. She went for United States by train. She was packed up to train in the United States. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path to success and stardom. So this was the trip to Florida, and she was with her father Yuri. That launched her. Launched, here you can see launched is there, means started. Okay, so you launched her or started her on the path to success. It was her first step to success and stardom. But it also required a heart-wrenching 2-year separation from her mother Yelena. The students, you can see here how much she sacrificed. At first, she had to leave her own city and to go for USA. And again, here is another thing that is most heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching means heart-piercing or very, very pathetic. Very sad for a 10-year-old girl, merely 10-year-old girl. She had to bear the separation from her mother. Her name was Yelena, and that separation was for 2 long years. The latter means former and latter. Former means the person who is mentioned uh, before, and then whose name is mentioned, it is called latter. So here secondly mentioned the name of Yelena. That means here latter means Yelena, her mother. The latter was compelled, that means Yelena was compelled to stay back in Siberia. She was not allowed to go USA. Why? Because of visa restrictions. Okay, so you have understood. Her mother was compelled to stay back in Russia, in Siberia, because of visa restrictions. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life. During that time, because she had not yet achieved the 10th birthday, we have already seen here. So she was probably 9-year-old, and she already learned an important lesson in life. What is the lesson? That tennis excellence would only come at a price. Okay, that means that if she would have to achieve success, then that excellence would come only at a price. Come at a price means, here you can see, to have a negative effect here by losing or giving up something. It will not come automatically. You have to pay for it. In any sector, students, if you have to achieve any success, then you have to pay for it. And it doesn't mean that you have to pay in terms of money. It matters. As in Maria Sharapova's case, she had to bear the separation from her mother. She had to she had to perform well. Her practices, all these things are taken together, and this is called at a price. So the 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life. What was the lesson? That the tennis excellence would only come at a price. That means she would have to pay for it. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. Recalls means remembers. You can see here that this is in inverted comma. So this is the speech of Maria Sharapova herself. I used to be so lonely. Lonely means, so secluded. There was no one. I missed my mother terribly. The 2-year separation was there, so she missed her mother terribly, the 9-year-old girl. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, because her father would have to earn money at that time. So he was busy in his occupation, in his work, so he could not see me either. So you can understand the situation of the 9 or 10-year-old girl. She had no chance to meet her mother because her mother was in another city, Siberia. And however, father was there, but he was also busy in his occupation because he had to earn money to keep his daughter's tennis training going. So it's a very pathetic situation for this little girl. Okay, students, in this video we have discussed till paragraph number 3. In our next video we will discuss other paragraphs. But before leaving, I like to request you to convey your view. If you have any doubt or anything that you want to know from me, please comment. I will try to clear your doubts. Okay, so hoping to meet you in the next video. Goodbye.